If you don't have owners, right? No one can own you, right? When people were made slaves, they were not owned by the other person. They were being abused by the other people. And they accepted that abuse, right? For some reason, either they wanted to survive and didn't want to die, they didn't want to commit suicide. When the Europeans came here, they tried to make the people they conquered through violent conflict slaves, but it was too difficult. They would run away, and it was hard to go find them and retrieve them and turn them back into their slave labor. Right? So they went to Africa and got people that were not familiar with the local, and needed the Europeans in order to feed them and keep them alive. Right? It's quite diabolical, but you'll get people from Africa. The white people are the devil. They learned this behavior from the Africans. Yeah. Most of them migrated away from Africa because of this kind of behavior. Okay. So they learned to be diabolical from the people they were being diabolical to, right? Okay. In case you can read a hieroglyph on a great amazing pyramid, right? It was amazing what they did. Yeah, it's amazing that you guys still think it's fucking amazing. But earlier, like shit, right? Being a human being, okay, is only as difficult of an existence as other human beings are willing to invent, right? It's really not that difficult if you're a human being that's humble and gracious and kind and empathetic and intelligent. It's not that difficult being a human being. It's quite simplistic and beautiful. You get certain times like points in time like Confucius's China and Muhammad's Mecca and David and Solomon's Israel. And shit, I'm trying to. It wasn't quite as good in the Haudenosaunee with the Peacemaker. As it was, David and Solomon's Israel was a little bit better time. They didn't have people that did ritual cannibalism that were in close proximity. That's hard to deal with psychologically, emotionally, physiologically. In China, there was a lot of civility, and especially during Confucius's China. Okay. And the mass migration of the Mongolians wasn't as intense because they had a lot more. There was probably, I don't know if there was more buffalo up there and things and stuff like that. So you have environmental conditions due to aggressive hunter-gatherer activities that become very intense and strong and violent, like when you watch the animals with the hyenas and the leopards and and shit. And it doesn't last, like cash cropping and like what happened with the Dust Bowl and shit like that. It's not meant to last at first. Oh, we're doing great. We're making money hand over fist. And then you fuck everything up. And then, it wasn't meant to last, right? Like the gold rush and and stuff and all that stupid shit that stupid fucking crazy shitheads fucking do, right? Well, I wish I lived in those more romantic times. You're a batshit fucking crazy. Just be humble. Stop talking. Listen real well, then do real well. And then when you have something to talk about, you'll be worth listening to. How about that? Okay. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Right? And so last night after I made the 86 philanthropy video, I was up watching because it took long to load it. And they had a video on Pluto. Right? They sent a computer camera out to Pluto. And then they go through the drama. Jaw. It's a drama, yes, jaw that you ever saw. It's drama. It's in a big vat of poison. It's an ocean of poison. It's a this, and you would have to, and the mountains float on the ocean of poison. And you'd have, if you could say, you can't. What? You're not the Green Lantern. You're not the big head guys on the Green Lantern. You're not Captain Marvel. You're not Superman. You're not the Silver Spooner and or Sulfur. You can't. You want to, but you can't. Okay. You're Marvin the Robot, and Marvin the Robot could stand there and look back and, and take back something worth remembering. You would die if it was a physical person that was given life by the glory of God on planet Earth. That's not a dog, but a human being, right? You're a nut job, okay? You can't appreciate, let me tell you this, my girl, when you look up in the sky, you can see the stars, but still not see the light. That's right. And I'm already gone, and I'm feeling strong. There's a lot of, there's a lot of faithful, humble wisdom as a human being, and a lot of things that Glenn Fry and Dan Henley wrote and were talking about, and then they have the thing that happened with the sexuality because the business is horrible, right? And the lifestyle's horrible. You don't know if anybody loves you. You can't trust anybody, Oh, I've got this in prayer from lots of them. It's horrible, Well, why'd you do this on your wife? Because Joe Caldwell, right? My wife was so insecure and accused me of cheating so much. My life was miserable. Okay. I was faithful. And then you get to the point where I was that way with Steffi. It's like I might as well just fuck around for all the torture I go through. I might as well enjoy being abused about, And then I told her one time, I said, Cindy, the great girl they all make fun of. So I could be over there working on the car, Cindy, doing it doggy style right in front of the house by the tires and stuff. And you'd be like, you guys having fun working on the car? Yeah, we are. Okay, you guys, okay. We're having pizza later. Okay, Steffi, thanks, And she wouldn't accuse me of nothing. No foul play. Me and Cindy come back in. God dang, that was fun doing a doggy style. We're going to do that again tomorrow when we're working on the truck, right? And the neighbor's truck, anything, any excuse to get with you and do a doggy style. I've been missing sex. My wife doesn't give me sex. She's mean, right? And so, but if it was Miriam or if it was, any of the black girls, what are y'all doing over there? Is he sucking your dick? No, we're actually working on the car. It's okay. Shit. Right? Damn. And that's how it was, and it was horrible, If it was a black woman, I wanted to have sex with her and ravage her right on the spot. If it was a white woman, well, he ain't interested, so nothing's happening. Oh, okay. Okay, note to self, when you're married to a woman, whatever she's jealous of, all the women that she's not jealous of, fuck the shit out of them. All the women she's jealous of, hey, bitch, what are you doing talking to me? That's my wife. She's my queen. Okay, thanks. Okay, I'm full of shit. But I'm a genius. That's Pluto. That's a vat of poison. That's things put in. And when they go through all the stuff, it's all this dramatic stuff as if you were Captain Marvel and the Green Lantern, right? And they put all this verbiage of the king of this. And it's a smaller object that adapts most of the stuff that comes into it with for the object to exist, to maintain gravity and the things that we're doing with the solar system, right? So it works quite elegantly, the way that it you're saying, oh, wow, that's neat. And so that does that, and then, okay, and so that does that. And that's what keeps it going. If something comes into it, it does this, and it becomes, it doesn't disappear, it assimilates into it and becomes part of it. And so is Pluto getting bigger by amassing things with its big ocean of poison? I can't tell you that. I'm not a scientist, but it might be tangible. Why? Would that change the rotation thing with the moons around it and stuff like that? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But when they describe this stuff, they're a little over melodramatic and bullshit artists, and you're just like, just say this and just that's what's happening and this is why, and here's how gravity works here, and here's what's necessary to help with the other, and little Pluto is the furthest planet from the sun. Hydrogen and helium, it's a star, so Janet got its autograph, or hydrogen and helium, and when I was younger, I used to wonder, how do they know what's that's made of, and how do they know completely how it's all put together and stuff? And they're guessing, like I've told you guys before. There are certain things you just can't have all the information to, or you would die trying to get the information. So therefore, you can only guess. Like they said on the inside, we don't know if the black ocean and it has anything living in it. As you perceive life, okay, everything, okay, has a component to existence to maintain existence as we know it, to be called life by us labeling it, right? So therefore, it's awfully egotistical to say, oh, there's no signs of life there. God damn, they're dumb as fuck. What do you got? Drama, jaw. It's jaw of science I ever saw. They talk. Some people talking. They say nothing, and it means nothing. And you're like, fuck. You need to go dancing. I want to dance. And it's like, yeah, I know, but I get it. Lisa Bridges, I get it. I love the nightlife. I got the boogie. It's way better than sitting in class. I hated science class, and I hated math class because I knew they used math to manipulate people that weren't good at it, and I knew they used science to murder and abuse the people that weren't good at math. So I'm like, I hated it. I didn't want to go. I was excellent at math, and I was excellent at science. I could kick their asses in 5 minutes or less. Better than the little kid beating the dad in chess on Cat Stevens' transcendence into I'm an egomaniac because I'm a Muslim and it's better than Christianity. Are you living the applied physics of the Lord's Prayer? Well, then you're an asshole with money thinking you're better than the other asshole with money. If they were right, I'd agree, but it's them they know, not me. There's a way, and I know I have to go away. I'm not going anywhere. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. God's omnipotent. Okay? I'm not going anywhere, asshole. You think I'm going to let you run this popsicle stand for money to get a girl to straddle the popsicle for porno so you can sell more cars? Fuck you. Okay? So I'm sick of you, you asshole. Okay? Guys, I've been tortured hideously my whole life from the time I was a little kid. From the time I was with Daniel the puppy all the way to, Shanny Robinson to dealing with puberty in a microscope, Colville, Washington. Okay. You ever been a real cute, hot kid who's the best, who's a Mexican in a place where they're prejudiced to Mexicans? I didn't understand it until Bob's mom explained it to me in Phoenix years later. Oh, shit. They do think my old man's Mexican. Everywhere we go, they think my old man's Mexican because we're from New Mexico. And my mom's white. She married a white guy, but okay, goddamn. That's why they treat me like such fucking shit all the time up here in Wyoming and Washington. Yeah, goddamn. Okay. I didn't understand it. It was like, my name's Parsons. My name's Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. Mexicans lie to avoid La Migra and deportation. Oh, son of a bitch, I'm a Mexican. I'm such a goddamn liar. I lie about everything. I make everything up just to stay in the United States so I can have sex with superstars because I'm going to be a superstar myself because I'm coming to the land of dreams and golden opportunities and I want to be the best. These little town blues are drifting away. I don't want to live in Chiapas, Chihuahua. I want to go to Nueva York and be the greatest star and all that. I want to be hydrogen. I want Janet to give my autographs. Yes, you know me. I'm greatest star in the world. It's so great. I say I'm so wonderful. I'm the best star in the history of stardoms. Star collector, are you kidding? My gravity will draw you in and you will never be able to float away. You'll be assimilated into my hydrogen and helium you know what I'm saying? You can't avoid me. I'm the light in the way. I'm the greatest center of the universe. I am Constantine and Jerome all wrapped up in a hair shirt talking shit about all the bitches that tried to seduce me because they want all my money. Right? Have you ever read Jerome's writings, the guy who wrote the Bible? Okay. Yeah. You're like, oh, fuck, this really, okay. No wonder nobody that's a scientist that fucks people with mathematics believes in the Bible, right? This man's a nut job. Okay, he's insane. He's not, yeah. You have to believe that God inspired the people that wrote it down to write it down perfectly. Okay, have you read the personal writings of Jerome that are not in the Bible? Right. That's asking a lot of belief there. That's like sitting there saying, oh, so Jimmy Kimmel wrote down the Bible, so it's perfect. Right. And Mimo was helping them, and they weren't drinking anything to maybe make them, write things that might be a little bit, left of center or right of, yeah. They weren't getting drunk while they were translating the Bible because, they were doing Marcel Duchamp with the bride and something of her suitors with the matchsticks and the little toy cannon and the white paint. And no, nothing like that was going on. No Picassoing going on in the Duchamping of hoodwinking the populace to be powerful, rich, and manipulative so you could wear a duster and run around so long, Frank Lloyd Wright, and then have a glass fucking garage in Illinois. It's like, what the fuck? Who has a glass fucking garage in Illinois? Frank Lloyd Wright. That's insane. It's showing off the car to the neighbors. Boy, that's ecologically sound and intelligent, and oh yeah, they still have people glass garages. You're like, why do you have a glass garage? You're talking about having I wasn't talking about having a glass garage. I was talking about having a garage with doors that can open and shut, where you move stuff back in. But having screens that could pull down, so when the day is nice, you could enjoy breeze coming through without mosquitoes coming in. Because I don't like mosquitoes. Do you? Okay. Just in case you're wondering, right? But in order to use your garage, you need the doors, right? I think I said use one of that crazy wackadoodles who, God wants you to put a landing pad on the moon and make big bunkers for mass murderers and sex traffickers in Fort Bliss. That's what God wants. Yeah, you think that your pastor in Texas might be a little bit like Jerome, dowered to a 12-year-old to 64, because he's really rich. Okay. Richie Rich. Okay. Is that Reginald next door? Can Dollar really talk? Okay. You fuckers are crazy. Let's go to Pluto. Okay. Let's live the Lord's Prayer first. Okay. Why did you send out that camera computer to Pluto to do drama queen things about what's happening on Pluto when you're not even globally doing things that are healthy for planet Earth on planet Earth? These NASA assholes around me is like, are you guys diabolical or chicken shits, or both? Maybe both. Maybe they're like Deion Sanders with the football and the baseball and the pizza pies. Maybe so. Yeah, damn, they suck. It's horrible, And then you get all these things like, I'm not, because, the whole thing, wow, Donald Trump's freaking out on this guy. Guys, I could sit there and say, Melania knows who I am. And every time Donald tries to have sex with her, she says, you're not Earl Parsons. What makes you think you should be able to have sex with me? I wish everybody knew who Earl was. He's the most beautiful man I've ever heard speak. Every time he speaks, I feel like by Miriam Delegra Montalvo in 1990, 90 and 91 and 92 at Pope Air Force Base, stuck in hell with the rest of the poor people. Yeah. And Barron wishes he was his, why can't you be my dad? Just like all the kids in lockup that Earl worked with in Wyoming and in Arizona. Yes, I could say that. And Donald Trump wouldn't say, hey, his videos shouldn't be shown to people and he should be prosecuted by Kash Patel. How much cash does it take to be a Patel? Raj Patel. Is the milk still in the part of the store where we have to go buy and be tempted to buy other stuff rather than the milk? Because the milk's the only thing we really need. It's all you really need. Alley-oop off the glass, no look pass. Open shot, I'm going to take it. If I shoot, I'm going to make it. Okay, I need money, I got to fake it. You think you're a messiah? You think you're Judu Krishnamurti? Or are you UG ugly? What's the deal, Raj Patel? Come on, you're supposed to be a fucking genius. You good at math and science? Okay. Let's talk about empathy and respect. But if I'm empathetic and respectful to the servants, they won't want to be servants. Aha! Here's the spoon for the soup. There you go. Okay, it's funny. Come on, man. Come on now, baby. Come on now, baby. What happened to Eddie Murphy's iconic suit? Was it a flying suit? Did the scientist that made it have a speech impediment? Did Batman and Robin, Scooby, and Shaggy show up? That ain't Rhythm Dog's real voices or the cartoon character. That's Casey Kasem from America's Top 40, right? Oh, son of a bitch, we suck again. No, I wouldn't say that. I would say, as a large group, we've sucked just, from inception, and it says that in the Bible. Okay. That our souls were given temples on planet Earth to celebrate the glory of God and worship God and love one another through the truth of creation. And we haven't done that since we've been on planet Earth as a large group, period. You as a human being, why don't you change? You can't love your children. You'd end all wars, right? Get the best scientists in the world together with the Messiah, and these assholes are still like, oh, he's pushing it. Oh, he steals all his information from us great people that send camera computers out to Pluto and good old drama doll about it. And then we beat our dad at chess and become a sexist asshole that's the highest scoring basketball player in the history of the world till LeBron James showed up, right? Okay, so propaganda. Oh, look, it's the circus. It's coming to town. Step right up. Hurry, hurry, before the show begins. It'll only cost you 50 grand to see him dunk the ball better than you or me. That's not true. I could dunk it better than him. Okay. Ask the old vet that used to cuss me. He's probably dead now. Okay, just about everybody that saw me or had video, and they took all my basketball video footage to Dick Cheney's grave, and it'll never come out again. Okay, you okay? I'm totally okay with that. I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. I saved children from being sexually exploited by multimillionaires and billionaires. Okay. That's way better than having a poster of dunking on Akeem Olajuwon or Patrick Ewing, yo. Hell yeah. Okay. Bob saw it. That's good enough for me. Okay. When I went through the lane, he goes, Earl, you fly through the lane. You're throwing the ball into the basket like you're throwing it into a waste paper basket, garbage can. That's how high you are. I was like, Bob, that guy's he's 7 feet. He's got a 7'6" wingspan. And Mike said, when I play against those two, I have to attack the lane like that every time, and I have to fly through. And they're nice guys. They will not try to hurt me. They'll just tell me, you're one of the best basketball players I've ever played against. And I'm like, wow, thanks. That's quite flattering, Thank you. And the one guy from South Dakota, he was real nice. We sat and talked. Mike was too. Mike told me, he goes, you're the best I've ever played against. He goes, I've only got you once trailing you when you take it to the hoop to bounce it off the backboard to myself, which is easy to do with most guys. He goes, I got you the first time. That was it. I said, yeah, I'm watching you in my peripherals, and I know where you're at all times when I'm playing against you. So, yeah, you got me once, but you ain't going to get me again. That's what I told him. And he was like, yeah, I know. But other guys, you can still get them. They don't have that ability to take off 12 feet from the basket and finish on the other side of the rim. I did. That's why he said, you're really, really good. Okay. Most guys can't do that. Most guys can't take off 12 feet from the basket and finish on the other side of the rim when a guy who's really quick and got 7-foot wingspan, 6'6", and over a 40-inch vertical can come and block it off the backboard. That's why I said with LeBron saying, he wouldn't have got me. I would have known he was there. I'd have dunked on him. Pulled it up underneath, put my back out like that, double clutched it, and wham, slammed it with both hands, and did an and one. And Kyrie Irving or Steph Curry, or was it Iguodala who did that? He did it too. I can't remember who he did it to, or was it Klay Thompson? I can't remember. But he wouldn't have got me. I'd have dunked on him because he was there. And that's what I used to tell all the guys when I played. I was like, the reason why the play was so spectacular is because of you. It wasn't because of me. It was because of you. Hell, if Laird Lambeer would have been coming to mind, I just would have laid it up and said, okay, good game. See you next year. Okay. But as LeBron James, no, I got to jump up, hunch my back like that, double clutch, and slam on him and go, yeah, you fouled me too. You fouled me too. I'm shooting a free throw too. It wouldn't be because I'm obnoxious. It's because, I got to pay the bills and take care of Ed and his family and my dad and my mom, and my mom can't be dying of cancer, and my dad wants to get out of the city, and, he lives in Forest Green where the mountains touch the sky, and he worked his ass off at Alcoa and all those places, and, rode the rodeo to try to get rich and hurt his hip and stuff. See you for Thanksgiving? Bring the Sprite. It's the Spriteest time of the year. I'm a sweetheart of a guy, right? Why do you think Melania, if she knows who I am, wants, Donald to be like me and wants Graham to grow up to like me and not like the people on TV that are jabba, 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 jaw. It's the most amazing hook shot I ever saw. Yeah, it would have been really funny if this Ralph Brock this hook shot. It's like, what? God damn. Would you put it? Not really, because remember when I intercepted that pass from Gerald in the post when he made me front him? I said, that's ridiculous. I'm not going to let him get the inside position to throw it over me. I'm only 6 feet tall. And then when they had Marcus Smart is 225 pounds and 6'6", and the other guy's 4 inches tall. Gerald was about 7 or 8 inches taller than me. He was 6'6", I was 5'11". Or he's almost 6'7". Yeah, Gerald's a pretty tall kid. But and I wasn't gonna front him in the post. I was gonna make him try to establish position and then make him lose his balance doing so. That's how I guard people in the post that are bigger than me. I don't front them, no. And then try to push him under the basket. That's what Marcus Smart did. You got him, pushed him under the basket, yeah. Because Marcus is strong. And he's a good defensive ball player, And I was like, oh, that's pretty smart, yeah. Marcus does that a lot with a lot of things. Marcus is a very good defender, and he's a very good, you can do that in basketball. It's not dirty. It's not getting them when they're in their air and vulnerable, like Clyde said. I think it was Turner from Andre Turner from Memphis State that he did that to because he was mad. Coach told him, go draw the charge, and Andre was really fast. And I forgot. I remembered I was playing football with Memphis because my dad's from there, and Andre was wanting to connect to his grandpa. And we were sitting there, and I was thinking about Memphis State, and I was like, what was that guy's name? It's Keith Lee. I liked Keith Lee, yeah. Keith Lee, and then there was Bedford came along too, and he was good, William Bedford, and they had Vincent Askew, and he was almost all the guys from that area. Yeah, they were almost the whole team was Keith. They was from West Memphis, Arkansas, and Keith Lee was from Memphis, and Andre was from Memphis, and Vincent Askew. They're all from that area. They were locals. They had a really good basketball team. Yeah, they were fun to watch. I liked them a lot. I liked the Memphis State Tigers. They were one of my favorites. I especially liked Keith Lee. Yeah, he reminded me of Twiggy Sanders and Sweet Lou Dunbar. Yeah. Okay. Well, I love you guys very much. Yeah, I think they played Houston in the Final Four, so it was kind of a because how much Earl likes Clyde Drexler, but okay, guys, I love you very much. We'll talk later. If you're having a sex life, you should know why, and you should give up your sex life until we're living the Lord's Prayer. If you can't do that, I am better than St. Jerome and Constantine ever thought about being, because I'm a perfect man, and you know how much I love you. And if you don't, you're a sick person who has an ego problem that's a jabberjaw with a camera in space talking about the great things you're doing with it. Okay, guys. Okay, Captain Marvel. I love you, silver spooners.